Hi, Jill. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm a little stressed right now because I had to miss work to be here. I'm missing a meeting and it's a new job, so I'm kind of stressed about that. And just the move in general has been like really hard on the family. But, I don't want to neglect my kid, obviously, so I want to make sure he's doing okay. So I'm here to listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a hardworking parent that really values your child's well being.
I do. I want to make sure he's adjusting okay to school.
Yeah, so the purpose of our meeting today is to inform you that Bob has been caught outside throwing rocks during recess at other students. And I personally think this is because he is acting out due to the recent move from Wisconsin and the fact that he had to leave all of his friends behind. How have you noticed Bob been acting or adjusting since the move?
I have noticed that he's been different. He's been fighting a lot more with his siblings and stuff like that. But, and he's not really talking to me and his dad as much as he used to. But I really don't understand why he's been fighting on the playground. That's not Bob. And, at the old school, they would have just handled this. So I don't really understand, I guess, why I am here.
Do you feel Bob's behavior at home is a concern?
I think it's a concern. Yeah, I don't want my kid throwing rocks at people, but I also don't think it's, my problem. I feel like, your teacher should be able to handle that.
Yeah. So you feel that the school should be able to help Bob make new friends?
Yeah, because he had no problems making friends at his old school, and then we moved here, and now he's having, fights on the playground and stuff like that, and it's like it's just not Bob. And I feel like, teachers at the other school were better at, helping him make friends, and now we're here and the school's doing nothing.
Yeah. You care about the school helping Bob make new friends and being able to fit in?
Yeah, I do. I think, that's more of their responsibility.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you think it will be for Bob to be able to make new friends at his new school?
Well, I did think it would be easier for him because he is an outgoing kid, but I guess he's having a really hard time, and so I would say it's like a 5. I don't really know what's going on with him.
Yeah. So you feel Bob is about a 5, so he's able to make friends, he's just having difficulty?
Yeah, I do feel like that because he, had a bunch of friends at his old school and he was really happy and go lucky, and now he's having a lot of issues, and I just feel like, that's probably not even his fault. Like, that's probably these kids being mean to him, and the school should do something about it.
Mm-hmm. So what can you imagine happening to Bob if he doesn't change his behavior at recess?
I can see him being really lonely and depressed because he used to be, kind of a popular kid, and now he's here and he doesn't have a lot of friends. And I think it's been making him really upset.
You value your child's happiness and want the best for him?
I do. And, I want him to have the best experience that he can at this new school. Yeah, and I know it's been difficult because his dad and I have been working a lot, so I feel like he might not be getting the attention that he used to be getting at home either. So I really need the school to do something about this behavior.
Bob is feeling lonely after moving away from all of his friends, and he is unable to talk to you or your husband about it.
Yeah, I have been noticing that he's not been able to talk to us about it, and that's just not like him. He used to be really forthright with us and tell us everything that was going on at school, and now he didn't even tell us about this fight. The only reason I know he's not making friends is because he's been acting so different at home. And again, he didn't have this problem at his last school, so I just don't understand why he's having it here.
You care about your child's behavior both at home and at school?
I do. And I want him to be happy at school and at home, but I think he's just not happy at either one because he doesn't have any friends, he's not adjusting well to this new environment. And I think it's the school's responsibility to help out with that behavior.
What do you think the school should do in order to help Bob be able to make new friends?
He used to be in a lot of extracurriculars at his old school, and I think that helped him make a lot of friends. He also used to be a president of a lot of different clubs and stuff like that, and he used to talk to, me and his dad a lot about everything that was going on at school. So I think, maybe getting him more involved and, helping him talk to people more at school would really help him not be so frustrated.
You feel concerned Bob is frustrated because he is unable to talk to you or his siblings or anyone that he used to open up to?
Yeah, I feel like he's not opening up the way that he used to. And I feel like that's really affecting, not only how he treats me and his dad, but also how he treats other kids at school. I think he's just really frustrated, and he, like you said, he might be acting out because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what would you like to see happen to Bob in the next 5 years?
I would like to see him really succeed at the school and make some friends and, maybe be able to join some clubs and stuff like that like he used to.
You care about Bob being able to make close relationships and form new friendships with many friends.
I do. I feel like, that's the way he used to be, and I think that made him really happy. So it is really strange to me that he's not doing it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really does concern me, like I've talked about, that he's not making these friendships. And I really do want him to be happy and get, the best out of the school environment that he can.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Bob needs help making new friends and being able to fit in at the school.
Yeah.
The school and I have come up with a few options that we feel like could really help Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I share those with you?
No, absolutely. I would love to hear them.
So the first option is we have noticed that he is really energetic and loves playing sports at recess.
Yeah.
So, and also in gym class.
Mm-hmm.
So we feel like if you involved him in extracurricular activities, he would be able to make new friendships while getting out the aggression he feels.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an option we have.
Okay.
The second option would be for Bob to have individual counseling with either one of me or like an outside counselor 3 times a week, just so he's able to talk to someone other than you or your husband or like close family, someone he doesn't really know, so that he'll be able to open up about like some of the feelings, sadness that he's feeling since the move.
Okay.
And then the third option we have is for you guys to do family counseling, so that you, your husband, and Bob's siblings can all be able to talk together and really just talk about the move and like describe how you guys are all feeling and just be able to become closer as a family to help Bob not feel as sad about moving.
Okay.
Out of these 3 options, do you think you would like to try any of these?
Yeah, I think those are all really good options. I would really like to try them, actually.
Yeah. So what option do you think would work best for you and your family?
That's a good question. I feel like, they're all really good. I would like to see him in extracurricular activities, but I feel like that's just a lot for Bob right now because he really doesn't know anyone. That might be overwhelming.
Yeah. You care about him not feeling overwhelmed, but still being able to fit in.
Yeah, I really do want him to fit in. So I think that is a good option, but just not for us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think family counseling would be really good. Because I do feel like we really have been disconnected, and I would like, some guidance on how to connect back with Bob.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier that you and your husband are both extremely busy and hardworking. How do you feel like you would be able to arrange some things in your schedule to be able to attend family counseling with Bob?
That's a good question. I feel like we would be able to do it after school because we both go to work in the morning, and Bob rides the bus anyway. So I feel like we would be able to arrange our schedules to maybe put the meetings more in the morning so we could be able to attend the family counseling sessions in the afternoon.
You feel family counseling sessions will help Bob be able to make new friends?
I think so, yeah. I think if he has a good foundation, like with us, he might feel comfortable talking to us about his frustrations and then maybe reaching out to other kids at school if he knows that we're, behind him, supporting him.
Yeah. So our family counseling sessions, they are in the afternoon, the evening. Mm-hmm. They're about an hour right after his school day. Mm-hmm. So we offer them 3 times a week. Do you think that will work in your schedule?
I will have to rearrange some things, but I do think that it is a very doable option for us. And like I said, I'll make sure all my meetings are in the morning so that way we can really focus on Bob's issues.
Yeah. You're an involved parent and want Bob to make new friends.
I do. I really think that, doing this family intervention style thing will be really good for Bob, and I want him to make new friends. Yeah.
So when would you like to start doing family counseling?
Probably as soon as possible, since I don't want him to display any more violent behaviors.
Yeah. So you're thinking like next week?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. And good night.